Hey guys, Kelly here. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Seedful Thoughts. I'm so excited. It's been a long time coming. I've been talking about it on and off for about 2 years, creating a YouTube channel to document my travels, just my overall experiences from day to day, and also just spreading some words of inspiration and engaging in topics that aren't often discussed. So I decided to start this channel. It's not going to be too structured. On any given day, I can be talking about a completely different topic, just whatever comes to mind. Sometimes I just come on just to give some words of inspiration. Sometimes I have interesting dreams and messages come to mind that I want to share. So things like that I'll be doing and just discussing. So, thank you for joining in. Thank you for being patient with me in advance because this YouTube thing is definitely new to me. In terms of editing, in terms of lighting, I mean, this is probably my sixth or seventh video, like starting and stopping, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go all the way through on this one. The noise in the background just started. There's some construction going on next door, and it was dead quiet earlier. Now they're doing construction, and I hope it's not too loud, but I decided to just go ahead with the video because if it's not that, it'll be some traffic outside or something. So just wanted to go ahead and post a video as we are approaching the end of 2021. Today is actually the first day of winter solstice, and uh, it's just been a crazy 2 years, honestly, with the whole COVID pandemic going on, and life just changing drastically. Um, that was definitely one of the inspirations for me starting this channel, and also making some of the decisions that I've made in the last 2 years. It's been a very reflective 2 years, and I feel like I've grown immensely, especially spiritually, and just I've seen a different side of myself, and also I've place more faith in myself and my abilities to do what I need to do in order to succeed and to just go after my dreams. It's been a very rewarding year. Honestly, the last year has just been phenomenal. The whole pandemic is actually, for me personally, I have been blessed to just receive so much in terms of just unimaginable, like in terms of growth, in terms of opportunities, in terms of checking things off of my bucket list, and also just in terms of my family and health. I've been pretty blessed to not be too affected by everything that's going on. And for those who have, I encourage you to hang in there. This is not a forever thing, but it's something that has definitely tested our faiths, and it's something that we will get through. One of the things that I've learned this past year is to take more risk, and in a sense of, it's easy to go with the crowd. It's very easy to go with the crowd at times because it's just almost what's expected of us, as human beings that live in communities. It's a sense of obligation at times, but it's harder to stray away from the crowd. And I have traditionally been I won't say a loner, but a rebel. And I have always liked to kind of stray from the status quo. So you know, I like this past year, I was just so focused on myself and self-development, self-improvement. And it usually I'm more of a team player, more of a, what can I do for my community? What can I, just always kind of overextending myself. So in the past year or 2 years actually, with the whole quarantine and just social distancing, it allowed me to spend more time with myself. And I'm a busybody, a very social person, so being alone and also have anxiety, so like that is just, I prefer to be outdoors, or at least engaging in social activities, and that was definitely limited the last 2 years, but it allowed me to spend more time with myself, forced me to actually, and in doing so I was able to get to know myself better and get to understand my needs. Because as I was just saying earlier, with going with the crowd, sometimes you can neglect your needs, to in order to appease others or to be a team player. So in doing that and spending time with myself, I was able to really navigate and plan how I would be able to devote more time to myself, my needs, and my wants. So, being able to focus on myself and just self development through meditation, through health, eating better, through spending more time outdoors. Honestly, spending time outdoors was my saving grace during the pandemic. I'm a huge nature person, so just being able to, well, living in Georgia at the time during the pandemic, being able to be outside and, just get in touch with nature was really humbling, relaxing, and just rejuvenating. So I say all that to say that spending time with oneself, being still, is very important. We don't often talk about being still. I think stillness is equated with laziness, kind of, or inactivity is just like, unambition, I guess. And it's just the opposite, honestly. It's spending time with oneself, getting to know what you really need, what really fuels you, what feeds your soul, is important. And if there's one thing that I took out of the past 2 years, it's how much time I needed. How much I really needed to spend time with myself. It's nice to always get hit up by the girlfriends and hey, let's go out, let's hit the club, let's do this, let's plan a trip. It's wonderful, of course, and exciting, but I think we underestimated as a society how little we really spend alone. And for some people during this time, that was very hard. That was very hard for some people. A lot of people didn't make it, um, whether it was just through health deteriorating, suicide. Just a lot of people were, aren't dealing to, or still aren't dealing too well with being alone. So I would just have to say, in this first video, I want to encourage spending time with oneself, um, doing reflection, being mindful of one's day, of one's place and role in society. It's humbling. It's very humbling. I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to contribute and to fit into society, and we question our goals. Excuse me with that. I just got a call, but we question our goals and we question just where we stand and what we can contribute, but to others. But if there's one question I think you should ask yourself today, is what can I do to contribute more to my mental health, to my growth. So I just want to leave you guys with that. And yeah, sit with it. Just sit with it. And until next time.